Alright, you're gonna have to move. So put that in here. Chapstick. Oh man. Got that all cracked up. Okay, let's see if we're live. Sorry guys, my lips are so chapped. Ooh, I got it all figured out. Okay. Let me see if we're live, y'all. Oh, right. Turn my volumes, turn it down. A little bit. Whoop. Let's see, we're here. We are. All right. Let me just stick this. Hey, Michelle, how are you, girl? What's up? Hey, Linda. What's going on, y'all? All right, let's get going here tonight. Tonight what I'm going to do is, hey, Terry. Hey, Kathy, girl. Hey, we're going to do some cows. Moo, yeah. I got these a couple years ago from my sweet friend, Kathy Lopes, from Santa Marta Designs. They're adorable. I had bought the patriotic. They had little red, white, and blue kind of rustic little rip material ties on them. And I made a bow the other night because I had this material left. And I thought, you know what, I want to do a farmhouse with the daisy. So I redid the bows out of material. And then I also made this bow to match. So we're going to use this big bow and some other ribbons. We're probably going to go in, shoot, dang it, I'm dropping everything. I didn't pin them up before I walked over here. They're a hot mess. I've been practicing trying to figure out which ribbons I want to use. So, hey, Michelle Brown, how are you, girl? So we're going to use like this yellow and this butterfly and this denim. And then we're going to use some of this ribbon, this bandana. I can't even say bandana. Lord, speech impediment. Anyhow, and then we might add this. I love adding this stuff into everything. Hi, Donna. Hey, Lizzie. I see a few people in here I'll be seeing tomorrow. Hi. But we might use this as well. So, Michelle, did you find some frilly stuff to add to that wreath you was asking about? I hope so. I hope I helped. But the florals we're going to use, because it has daisies in the tie. Let me zoom in down here a little bit. Because it has daisies, like in this bow and, oops, and stuff, we're going to add some daisies. To kind of match. Just make it fun. Farmhousey, you know what I'm saying? We're just going to make this a fun farmhousey wreath, okay? So we're going to use some daisies, and we are going to use some of these. The daisies came from the Michaels. These came from the Walmart, and they come with, oh crap, they come with like 5 on each stem. Let me zoom back out here. They came with 5 on each stem. So we're going to add some of those in there for color. So we got that stuff. And then we've got, let's put this stuff over here. We got our 3 cows. It comes with a big cow. Let's see which one's which. It comes with daddy cow, mommy cow, and baby cow. Okay, so we're going to add all 3 of these on here. I know this is going to be so cute, guys. It's going to be so cute. Oh, good. Yeah, I'm sure you can find it local, something that's comparable that you can, that will work. I'm just saying, girl. And then we're going to use some of this hops. I think this is called hops. These are already open. I'll give you the number if I, shoot, I didn't bring one with a bag on it. But these are from the Sims. I might have to go get a number. I'll look up, if I need to, I'll look up a number after the live. For these, we're going to add some of these. Dang, I pulled way too much out. I'll use that one. Oh, dang, I missed. So we're going to use some of this hops to break up a little thing, make it a little farmhousey. And then this is another one from The Sims. I think I already showed you that one. It's like this to add just a little bit of, break up the color a little bit, add a little bit more something to it. So we're going to set those over there as well. And then we're going to use one of my all-time favorites, which is this. It's a, this is from the Hobby Lobby. It's 402198. You know, Hobby Lobby never says what any of this stuff is. But I love this one because you can use it long, or you can push it all up. And it's a great filler for wreaths. And it's got these little frillies on it. It's one of my favorite go-tos for all kinds of stuff. So I got a few pieces cut that I'm already going to use up. I'm going to use up this bush first. So I'm going to set that one up there. I'm going to use up my cut off ones first. So let's get going here. Let's set those out the way just a hot second. Okay, and then I'm going to zoom back out. First thing I want to do is probably place our cows on here. I did go ahead and pre-make the base. I did it on a 20-inch evergreen base. Hey, dog. And I squished it into an oval. Okay, I just pull it in. Just pull it in together and make sure, whoo, you don't throw it off the table. Kind of lay it flat and whatnot. And I used up a bunch of open mesh to get rid of. And a lot of it was like a denim blue, the poly jute mesh, and the red with a little bit of tan poly jute coming through the red. And then I found this black that I had already cut up that I didn't use in a project. So I just mixed this in here sporadically, guys, just to use it up and add a little bit of black color to it. Okay, so it looks nice and sweet and farmhousey, right? The colors. Okay, so let's get going. Let's add our cows. Okay, so I'm going to try. You want to, when you squish it in an oval, sometimes when you get the mesh on, it's starting to not look ovally anymore, in my opinion. So I like to make sure I put it on my table and pay attention and have my focal point going this way so that I do pay attention, because I don't pay attention real well, y'all. So let's figure out which. It's a little bit fuller down here. Got these in a little tighter up here. So I know that when I put I put 4 pieces of the 21-inch at the 12 or 3, the 6, and the 9. So I know that's going to be my oval. So I'm going to keep that my focal point coming up straight and down. I'm ready to party. Hey, girl. What? Yeah. So since this side, so I'm excited. So now I'm just yakking out my yee-haw here. So I already put one wire in the back here. And I just went right through his back with a needle, and I twisted that wire, and we're just gonna, I got glue on it. That's not gonna get through there. Must have hit my glue pot. Whoops, get that off there. And we're gonna place this one probably down. I'm gonna set these on here to kind of get my placement, y'all. So I'm gonna tilt, let's see, let's put him here. Because we're gonna overlap ear and tail. And then we're going to put the baby kind of up in here. Okay, so I don't know if you can kind of see how I'm going to do this. I can't hold them up there and go roll. Whoop, he went rolling off. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Man, my cow is rolling. I'm just saying. Alright, so let's get this big daddy on here. We want Papa on there first, because he's going back to daddy. Okay, I'm just going to put that white through both wires, and we're going to stick this. Okay, this is what I tell you, I got to pay attention to my focal points here. We're going to stick him down here. Okay, so we're just going to go through this mesh. I'm just going to stick it through. Okay, and I'm just going to find my wires down in there without trying to poke it through my hand. Okay, and I'm hoping to get by with just one in the back of these. Oh, dang it, Bobby. was not going through there. I went through that thick mesh. Ah, there we go. Holy crap. Cubby. So I'm hoping to get through with one. And I have a feeling I put it too high. So I might have to add one. Yeah, let's put it on here. Let's see. Okay. I was afraid to go in the middle of the back. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. I love this green wire because it hides, but dang it, maybe you can't see it when you try to find it to tie it to your ring. I'm just saying. Hey Deb, how are you? I know it gets hard. You gotta really pay attention. You know what? And a good idea. I just came up with a good idea. Sometimes I go by my 21 inch if I add that in there. That's how I try to pay attention because I know that's my bottom point. But a good idea might be is to go around the back and just maybe tie a color of ribbon in there that you're not putting in this wreath. And keep it at the bottom, just hanging out. And maybe that keeps your brain looking at that. That's a good, that's a good idea. I just came up with that one. Okay, so we got this one little guy on here. Okay, and he's cute. Oh my gosh, I never know which way to turn. And then we're gonna, all right guys, I gotta get rid of these. I gotta get rid of these jobs or they're gonna just keep snagging. All right, so let's get these bad boys on here real quick because these take the most time. I'll do my wire. Oh, there it is. And this is the mama, so let's get the mama on here. I'm cutting way too much overkill on the wire here, but whatever. I'm all about the overkill. I'm just saying. Okay. We're just going to take this, and I think this one, I am going to go through her backside, okay? I'm just sticking it right through, trying to get a little bit of material of that fluff, and then I'm just sticking it right in there, okay? Ouch. And then this wire, and I like using this 22 gauge wire, not the 26. I like the thicker wire, guys. I like the thicker wire. I can't use it and stuff. My hands don't like it. So I don't use it. Okay, so we're just twisting it. I'm adding dab of glue over that hole, this hole, and the knot that I just tied. Okay, just add a little bit of extra support. And we're going to set her side, and then we're going to do the baby real quick. I don't think we'll need so much wire on this. Yeah, I'm using the Florals. It's from the Michaels or the Hobby Lobby or local. Oh, thanks, Deb. I lost my daggone needles. But these cows are from Santa Marta Designs. She sent them to me, either last year or, maybe, I might have bought them from her last spring or, I'm not sure. But they're adorable, and I just never got around to using them. So, I am using them now. Let's put a big old kink in that wire. Dang it. It's going to not go through so easy. There we go. And this material's thin enough. You can use the plastic needles like Dawn sells. Those are fine. You can use those. They'll work. Okay. You can use those. If you don't have some of those, guys, get some because they're awesome. Okay, so let's get these on here, and then we will get going on just adding our florals and our bow. Okay, this one's going to be pretty. Dang, I touched that hot glue. I didn't let that one dry, dummy. I have to grab this one. Still need my needle there, girl. I'm going to go with my plastic one on this one. Okay. I'm just going to stick both wires through, like I said. And we're gonna just kind of, I'm gonna stick her kind of down a little bit over in here. I think I got him over there far enough. I think so. I'm gonna stick her kind of down here. I don't want to cover his, I don't want her tail covering his head, you know. We don't want that going on. I'm going to try to stick it a little bit through that mesh. Just for a little extra support. It helps. Hey, Rhea, how are you? Okay, so we got that there. Let's get this guy in here. Get it out the way. Let's stick this up and through there. And we're going to use, I went down my shirt. Here's our needle again. I'm not going to fight with it. I am not going to fight with it. I'm just going right through it with that. Okay. So, let's twist that around there. Nice and tight like a tiger. Where'd that work? Okay. So there she is. I might leave his little ear right there. Put her little tail back here. Out there. We'll figure it out, guys. So see, we got these two on. Isn't that super cute? Oh my goodness. How, Eloisa, how are you? Oh. I took it out of my hat. Oh no. Well, I plan on taking my hat before security tomorrow. I checked in right at 7:10 this morning, Dawn. So I get the board like in B02, like with Southwest, you get like boarding, like you get boarding. I don't know. You have to stand in line and it like A, B, C, D, blah blah, and then, like 1 through God knows what. So I got B02. So I should get the board pretty quick. That's awesome. I don't have to wait too much. So this one we're going to stick up here. I'll figure my way through here. Okay, see if that's good enough before I twist it on. Oh, man, Bobby. Get up there. Okay, make sure it's over there. I think so. I'm going to hold it and twist it over there in place. And then I'm going to take my needle again because I'm not fighting it. I already can't see with crap. So, there we go. We got through. And we're going to twist that. Tighten that in there. Well, I don't think I pulled that wire all the way through there. Let me see. Nope, that one I didn't. Okay. We'll twist those a few times, and I'll go back and cut these wires off. I'll leave them long in case I want to adjust something or anything. We can fluff these little hand bows, rag bows, whatever out whenever. Okay. So there we go. We got all our 3 little cows on here. Isn't that cute? Okay. Yeah, I like, I know it was a great boarding pick because I was on there like this morning drinking coffee. I'm like, 7:10, and then it says it's not. I was like, mine says 7:10. What are you talking about? So I just kept hitting retry, and then it took me right in. So, all right, so let's get this big bow on here. We're gonna put this on, and then we're gonna make another little bow. I feel like that needs. That was. I'm gonna have to loosen this guy up or fluff. I don't know. I'll figure that out later. We're gonna. Where's my end here? There it is. Lights are shining on here. I can't see. All right, so let's put a piece of wire through this. I'll probably use my metal needle on this because I got to go through this bow. I did make this bow. It's very simple. I used scrap material, and it was probably as long as my mat here. And I just cut it at like, what is that? That's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's about 4.5 inches wide. And then I just folded it over, added some batting, and used fusion glue or fabric fusion to it. And that just kind of thickens it up and stiffens it up a little bit. Let's see where I can go through here. I'm hitting glue, y'all. I'll go right through my finger. I can see it now. I shouldn't have glued it right there at that spot. So, that was silly. Let's get that through there. Whoops. Well, you know what? I'm going to go through. I'll try to go through. Which way am I going to tie this? I'm going to tie it like that. So I'm going to try to go through the same way I was going. There we go. Oh, I didn't go through very far. It's just taking a little bit of work there, guys. I went through, my big glob of glue is right there, so it's, I'm trying to fight glue and go through that daggone glue. Hey, Naomi, how are you? Okay, so again, we're just going to tie this. Okay. This shouldn't take too long. Of course, I always say that. I start to pack, but I'm not done. I had to come home from work, sit down for a hot second, and watch my stories. So, all right. So we've got all this color in here. A lot of it's going to be covered up, but we wanted to break up so much of the black and white, which we did. So I'm going to bring out this ribbon, see what we're going to use here, because we're going to add just a little bit of a bow on top of this bow to, to break that up as well. Okay, this is going to add extra color and everything to make it look really farmhousey and stuff. You know what I'm talking about? Hi. Oh, is that dry yet? Come on. Sure this blue's going here. I'm going to turn that down just a hair bit. Put that straggler off while we're waiting. Anybody got any questions while we're waiting here? It's going to look really, really good once we start getting all this greenery and stuff in here. It's going to look so cute. It really is. And all the daisies and stuff. And then that yellow is going to make it pop between the white and everything. Dry. While we're waiting, let's figure out where we want to put this. I think I put this guy over too far, but I think I want this bow over here off to the side. Let's see, I wanted this. And I made this a little bit shorter than this tail, so I can do that. I think it's about dry now. So let's take our needle and go back in and get this on there. Okay. Oops. And we'll just poke this. Let's see where we want this. We want his tail kind of coming out. I think I'm going to put it just a little bit. Let's see. I need this on my easel so I can see. I'm doing a look-see here, guys. Do I want to kind of off in here? I gotta hold it up. Let me just poke it through here. Then I'll hold it up. It's hard to see when I'm standing right over top of it. You know what I'm saying? So we can put it here. Let's take a look-see and see what that looks like. We can fluff it up here. Over in this side. I don't like that, guys. I do want it up here a little bit more. I should have moved that little guy over a little bit further, but that's all right. I can always take him out, move him over just a little bit later. No biggie. No, oh, I got it backwards. A minute, Bobby. Just about put it on backwards. Okay, so let's do it up in here. Let's try that. See how that works. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to move that little guy over a little bit for this to work like I want it to. But we're going to go ahead and put the bow on. Okay. Get that around there. Come on. Ah, my hands don't work. Dude, I can't grab onto anything really. Mike on questions? Dang on it, come on. I get a hold of it and then I just let it slip. There we go. I'm going to wrap this tying around there. Okay. Let's see how tight I want it. I want it a little bit tighter. Okay. Okay. So already it looks super cute. Right? Look at that. And that's super cute already. I am going to move this over real quick. So if I start gluing flowers in, I may not be able to move him later, and I don't want to take a chance on that. So I'm just going to move him over real quick. Okay. Then we'll add some flowers in here. We'll add this other stuff in here too. So I'm going to move him, because this is kind of over here. I'm going to move him kind of, tape, the head's got to go about right there. So we're going to put him down in here, I think. A little bit closer. Ooh, I wonder if I could put him, let's see what that looks like down in here. Yeah, I think I want it over here. A little bit closer to his mama. He wants to be closer to his mama. Okay. See, that way we can still see him, still see his tail. And that way we're not covering him up. We don't want to cover that cube yet. Know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, I got two nails out. Need two. Okay, let's get that under here. I'm not messing with it. I'm just going to stick it under this needle. There we go. Look how quick and easy that is, guys. I'm tired of fighting that wire. Okay, and I'm just twisting that a few times. Like I said, I will go back, cut those off. Once I decide that's exactly where I want them, I think it is. Her ear, there we go. Super cute, super cute. Oh, I like that. I like that. What do you think? Isn't that super cute? I could move my bow up a little bit, but I don't think I'm going to. I want to try something different with it off the side. So let's just make another bow to go on top of here real quick. Let's just get some ribbon out here. I'm going to go with this yellow, this butterfly. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it a little bit long. Let's see how long we want this tail. I'm going to leave it a little bit long. I think we'll do about a, let's see what we got here. It's probably about a 7-inch loop here. Okay, we'll just pinch that in. Okay, this is kind of a one-directional ribbon, so we're just gonna just bring this piece from the back over here. Okay, pinch that in, just kind of pull those up. Trying to hold on to it. Make sure they're about the same size. They're pretty close. Okay. So we got this long tail, we got this loop. Okay. And we're just going to cut this one off right here, a little bit long. We can always cut it down. Okay. So we're going to add this one into there just like this. Okay. That's going to break up all this color. Okay. And then I think I want to add, I thought about adding this and this one in here. Let's try this one. Let's see how this one will do. See how our tail is here. Then about that way. That color, or do I want the red in there? Now, I think I am gonna leave this one in here. Okay, but this one I am gonna twist. Actually, I don't have to, because that's a one color. I'll have to twist that one. I'm just gonna pinch that one right in there. Okay, and I am coming down probably about an inch on each side on this one. Okay. And we'll cut that out again. Okay. So this is what we got so far. It's kind of like this. Okay. Now we're going to add that red. Oops, I missed my bucket. Add that red in here. What do I do with it? I drop it. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull that over. Leave our tail a little bit long. Okay, let's place that on top. A little bit shorter. Okay, just pinch that in. Okay. And we're just going to come up again and pinch that in. And those are about the same size. Just a little bit shorter. I've got a little bit longer on those. And we'll cut that one off as well. Okay. And then we'll come and finish it off here with this yellow. Okay. And I think on this one, let's go ahead and zip tie. Let's see. On this one, we could do, I'll pull it out the right way, make sure I got it not backwards. I'll actually stick this down into my Bodabra for now. Ooh, I did not stick that down in my Bodabra. Okay, so this is kind of our bow so far. I want to add that yellow to the top. Dang, I still didn't get that. I know it's a double-sided ribbon. That's okay. You need, I'm sorry. Oh, hey! What's going on, Lori? Lizzie, what'd you say? Need a poll. I have a customer that wants to custom wreath. She does not really care what type. Would you do one decoration mesh and the other an evergreen base? Or a grapevine? She has, I can't see the rest of that comment. Yeah, it depends on if they're going in different places in her house, like Lori said. If she wants double, you know, like matching, they're gonna like be double door wreaths, then, you know, that's a different story. Okay, so this one I'm just tying around my finger. And I'm just bringing this up. Did I twist that? Yes, I twisted it. I'm just bringing this back up right here. Just kind of making it backwards on my finger just to make this little loop here. Okay. I don't think it's too long. I'll bring that. Not necessarily. Okay. This one I'm just going to zip tie real small around here. And we're going to add this to the top. Whoop. Got my zip tie backwards. We're just going to zip tie that to the top. Dang it. Come on. Come on, hands, work. These little zip ties kill me. My hands. Can't hold on to them. I can't hold on to them. Okay, so this just makes a little loop-de-loop in here. I'm going to pull it out a little tighter there. Okay, and then I just zip tied that. Okay, you don't have to do it this way. You can just do a single loop on top. Okay, and then we'll trim. Just trim that. I think I'll trim this a little bit long. We might want a little dangler or something. So let's just trim that kind of right there. Okay, we'll just place this right on top. And I'm going to add whoop, my zip ties are over here now. Come on, go through here with maybe with my Deborah. I can't see. We're just gonna take it right around. Oh, I forgot to zip that or trim that zip tie off. Bang it, Bobby. Alright, so let's just wrap this right through that loop. Pull this around town. Okay. Put that in there. Okay. So now we just basically got this to add on top of our other bow to add all this color, just to add all that color on there. See how that's adding all that color and whatnot in here? Okay. But we are going to have to add, I think we're going to use some wire on this to add this bow. Because we have to attach it to the top of that big one. So we're going to use some of this wire. Okay. Oop, I just smacked myself in the face. Yeah. Cover that zip tie up there. I think we're right in the center. Making sure we're centered up there. Now I'm just going to add this little piece of wire back here. Okay. Y'all, my flight's like super early tomorrow. Oh, thank you. Yeah, the evergreen's very simple because you can add all kinds of stuff to it. But yeah, you could do like the grapevine as well. I'm gonna do those when I get back. I just made this blue one over the weekend. No, I'm going to make just a white one. Okay, here's our bow. Let's just get that fluffed out just a tad bit. Stick this in there. And I don't know, I think I might just add a couple pieces of ribbon. Like here, here, and here. Just a few tails. And then we just got to stick all this greenery in here and then we'll be done. Okay. I think I am going to use the needle to make my life simpler. I'm not going to stick it around both. I'm going to go in one at a time. Okay. So I want my long tails coming down here to kind of match this. Okay. So I'm going to go around this side of this bow. And just go right through and find that cross wire. Or that whatever you call it. Or that frame. Okay. And this one I might be able to... Nah, I'm not going to be able to. So I'm going to go through around the other side with this one. Okay. Yeah, my flight leaves at 7:10 in the morning, yo. It's like early. Hello. I'm missing comments. I'm gonna miss on the comments. That's all right. Talking amongst themselves. Okay, this I'm gonna have to pull really tight because I'm going around that bow I made. Okay, because I don't want it to fall forward, backwards. Anyways. Yeah, well, it's early enough. A day off there. Oh, goodness. Know what I'm saying? Okay. Straighten that little knot in the middle out. I'll leave that one. That one got jacked up a little bit. There we go. Oops. That one goes down there. This one's just going to go out to the side like these as well. Okay. I probably didn't make them tails long enough. That's alright. That's okay. It don't matter. It'll be fun. Alright, so let's just roll this one up and out of the way. Okay, because we're going to start. We're going to add a few more tails, and then we're going to add some ribbon. Or a few more tails. Sorry, guys. Talking in circles. Then we're going to add all that greenery and florals, and that'll go real quick. Whoops. Come on. Come on. Hold on. See, I told you guys my hands are horrible. There we go. My hands is horrible. Alright, let's just dovetail these a little bit shorter. Okay. Oop. Oh, jack that one up. Okay. We'll cheat on that one. Alright, so see how cute that is now with all that color in there. Hey, Miss Johnny, how are you? Hi, Deb. Isn't that cute? Isn't that bow like perfect? I love it. I love it. It's something so different. Alright, so let's just add a couple more ribbons in here. I think I'm going to add a couple of these. Okay. So I might just add, let's just add a few tails in here. Okay, so we're just going to take these, run them together. What I do? I didn't do that. Okay. I'm just going to put them up here together. Okay. I think we'll just do, let's just do, I'm trying to think of all these colors. Just a few, but is it too much? Let's see. Let's see if it's going to be too much, guys. Because I want some of this, like, over here. I really hate to do a draper, but I'm kind of, I don't think I want to do a draper. I think I just want to do like a tail up here. So let's cut these off. Let's just add these in right up in here. Let's see, where do I want to add those? Trying to find some tines here to add these in here. Let's add them right in here. Just open those up one. Okay. Okay. Oh, where's my mother? I'll have to color back. Dovetail those. Okay, so that's just adding that little bit of splash of color up in here. Okay, it's adding that little bit of color over to the other side. Okay, so we got one there. I think we're also going to put one down here. My ends here. There, buddy, what's up? What you doing down here? What you doing down there? Alright, I'm just doing the same thing. Just kind of putting them together. I'll pinch them up. Okay. Well, got me. I'm really not liking my hands. Guys, we've cut so much vinyl this week and last week. We got 2 orders, guys. It's taken over 1,000 yards of vinyl. 1,000 yards, guys. That's a lot of vinyl. That's just 2 orders. Oops. Get that in there nice and tight. This one, kind of go this way, hang down here, trim this out. Trim that a little bit shorter. Well, I don't really want to trim it that short. I don't want to trim it that short. These kind of just hanging down here. So we'll just trim those down. This 1 inch is hard to pull together and trim. I'm gonna cut them long. I can always cut them shorter. I can't add back at all. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Come on, wait. And we'll just cheat on that one. Oh, I didn't cheat right. Cheated myself. Cut it the wrong dang way. Ding dong. Whoops. There we go. Okay, so see how they add just the ribbon tails and that added all that color in here and everything. I do think I'm going to add one more up in here. Sorry, guys. But this is how a design comes together. You work, edit, and then, you know, you get all these ideas as you go. Or I do. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Alright, we'll get this in here. We'll just start cramming some flowers in here. And that's what's going to really finish this thing off, guys. Is the greenery and the flowers. So I think we need one up in here. We got one here, here, and I think we need one up in here to balance that out. Can't see where the dealing. Trying to find a time to put it in. It's like trying to find a something. Let's stick it. I don't want it there. More over here, but I can't find a. There we go. There's one right here. I can get it. Dang on, it's right behind the cow's head. So it's hard to get to it, but I'll get it. Got this. There we go. There we go. I had to pull it just a little longer. Okay. So I just added it right here behind this cow's head. Okay. This will just balance out the top here as well. Okay. Okay. Got my good back of my tub there. Dang it, I just cut 2 of those wrong again. What the heck's wrong with me? There we go. I'm a dingling. Alright, so there, see how it's all balanced out around and everything. Hi, Cease. Oh, thanks, Deb. I appreciate that. And see how that all that color just balanced that all out. Okay, we got this coming down here. We don't necessarily need anything down here because we have this tail right here. If you wanted to, you could add another one right in here. I may do that later, but I think I'm just going to start adding in some florals right here right now. Now I'm looking at it. It does kind of need one. You know what, guys? I can't leave it alone. I'm seeing a spot. I'm seeing an empty spot. Blank spot. That needs some ribbon. And I'm not going to be happy until I do it. So let's just get her done now. And be done with that. Okay. I don't cut them necessarily first. I just bend it, pull them out of my pan, my pot. Oh yeah, see, it needed that one, guys. I was just seeing that hole there. And I wasn't liking that at all. So we need that one right there. For sure. Something I was not liking. Yeah. Definitely. Definitely. See how that it balanced that out right there? We needed that balance. We sure did. Now we can be done with those. Everybody liking this so far? I thought the colors were just super fun. Really fun. And just farmhousey every day. Yeah, you could it's almost patriotic, but not. You know. So, alright guys. So now we get to start adding stuff. So see how we got a bow over here. We added all that color. We added our extra little tails in here. Just to add that pop of color as well to take away from all the black and white in the cows. Okay, so now we're going to take away again by adding green wreaths. Okay, so we're going to start with this one. We're just going to add this all the way around town. Ears like over that ribbon. I should put this up there on the eel. I got a wreath up there, so I can do that right now. So let's just clip. These are all pushers, like I said. These are from the Hobby Lobby. This is the go-to of mine. I love it, love it, love it. It's great for centerpieces. It's a great filler for wreaths. You can, you know, cut it down a little bit, but you'd have to bend the wire if you do. But I like using it like this, unless I'm doing it in a centerpiece. If I'm doing it in a centerpiece, well, we're having a little fight here between these two bear things here. Sometimes when I do a centerpiece, I'll leave them longer, okay? And that, you know, gives you a little bit of frill and stuff in there. So let's just push all these up. I'll just cut these down. I don't need them this long. So we've got, I've cut up one bush so far. Okay, and like I said, I've got them all pushed up. Okay. And I think I cut some of these too long. But anyway, we're just going to start gluing these in around town. Okay, so we're starting with that one bush. We're just going to get some glue going on in here. Fill up my glue. I'm struggling here getting glue. Should have filled that up. We're just going to go right into that greenery of your evergreen, okay? So we're going to go right around the outside first. Okay? We'll go right around the outside. I'm just going right everywhere I think I need one. Okay? Just all the way around town. Okay, you can use as little or as many of these as you like. That's the joy of it. Okay. You see how that's going to start breaking all this up, and it's going to add all that oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Hopefully it went well. I hope that went well. Okay, I'm going to go right down in there. I should have cut these down shorter already. I was afraid to cut them down too short, so I always cut them long. Okay, so I'm just going right in all the way around, guys. So see how we're adding some funness and that greenery to the outside. We're going to add more daisies and stuff. And this is really going to green this wreath up and really take it to, you know, just a fun level. Okay. Okay, we're almost around town. I think we'll stick this one right in here. Okay, perfect. Stick this one down in here. Whoops. Then we'll probably use a little bit more from another bush because we're going to want some up in here on the top as well. I just wanted to cut up one so I kind of know what to tell you I used. So like I said, so far around the outside, we probably went through one of these bushes. Oh, good, good. I'm so happy to hear that. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, and we'll use this last one right down in here, and then we'll cut a few more. I'm not going to cut the whole bush up. That's where I'll just go in and cut just like bits and pieces off of it, because we don't want to use that whole bush on the top. Okay, so see, here's what we did around the outside. Okay, we're still going to add more, guys. This isn't even close to being done. Well, I mean, it's close to being done, but I mean, it's not just all the color, you know, kind of that we're putting in here, I guess is what I meant to say. Let me just check real quick and see if I don't have another open one. I hate to use, I do. Good now. Two of them, I think. All right, let's work off these open or cut off ones already. I should have saw those earlier. I should have saw those earlier, but I did not. I just didn't want to cut up any more bushes. Now that I got these all, these are already cut up. I didn't see those earlier. I didn't really look that hard, so I'm just saying. All right, so let's cut a few of these off. I think I've only got like 4 or 5 on here left. So let's use those up. Get those out the flower tower. Okay. That one we already cut up. I'm going to use all these. This one. I don't want to put it back in my flower tower. I even got to save this because this will come in handy for some stems. If you need stems for stuff. Okay, so now we're just going to go back in and add some of this greenery all over and green this up even more. Okay, so we got it all the way around the outside. We're going to add some around the inside. Whoops, that foot drooping down. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, I can cut that. All right. Oh, goodness. Oh, it's stuck right to that. Alright, so I'm going to stick one up here between this kale. Right into that greenery right there. Okay. And we're just going to go place this around where I think it needs, where it like has a hole. Okay. So we've got it around town. So now we're just going to stick this kind of like right in there. Okay. Just want to fill it up with some greenery, not just all this ribbon and stuff. I want to break that up. So see how I'm filling that in with that greenery? I think this one's going to be really cute. I'm really going to like that. I'm going to go over here underneath his booty. Straight that kind of around her ear and stuff there. So yeah, we are going to use all this one up. I think. Okay, now we're going to go in here. Stick one in there. Okay, and then I think we need one in here. We got one left. We're going to use it. I feel like we need one down in here. So we're going to stick that. Let's see, that's going to drape down there. So we're going to stick this one down in that greenery right in there. Okay. I feel like I need another piece right there. So we're going to cut one more off here. And like I said, guys, you can use as much or as little of this stuff as you like, you know, to your taste. I'm going to, oops, don't drip, don't drip, don't drip. Add this one right in there. There we go. Okay, guys. I got a bow all jacked up. That's nice. Get this glue off my fingernails. So see how we greened this up already with this? How it's filling in real nicely. I'm going to put this one away. Now we're going to add some daisies. This is where we're going to come back in with that fun floral. And then we'll probably go back in with a little bit of this greenery. I may not, guys. But we are going to add, after we put the daisies in, we're going to add a few of these guys in here to bring that yellow back. Okay, we're going to add that yellow to there. So that'll be real fun. Okay. I really need this on my easel. Alright, so let's get to add some of these daisies in here. Now this one is from the Michaels. Okay, this one's from the Michaels. And we're just going to take these stems. It comes in a bush like this, okay? And we're just going to push these up and take the pieces off like this. And we're going to stick it kind of into our greenery, or we may stick it in between our greenery. I don't know. sure what I want to do. I wish I would have glued that so I could have practiced. Let's practice with this one. Let's practice with this one. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to go between this. If I want to go in here with it. I'm trying to figure that out, guys. If I do in here, I gotta find that greenery or something to stick it into. You know what, guys? I think I'm gonna go in between. I'm gonna go in between where I put that greenery. I was gonna add it right to it, but now I'm thinking I don't want to. I'm thinking I want to put it in between to break it up even more. See how I did that? I put it in between these two. I'm thinking I like that better. I'm thinking I really like that better. Okay. So got one there. So I'm going to add one up in here. Okay. And we're going to add this one. Oops. Add this one over in here. Well, just gonna let glue off there. Okay, so that one's in there. You see how that's adding that color in there too, and we're kind of matching them daisies. God, my nails are covered in glue. Got a few stragglers over there, but whoa, come back here. Like I said, these are pushers, so I'm just gonna push those up. I'm not going to use all these leaves. I'm probably going to use the top of these. Like this. I think that's as far. I think I got a little randy there with the pushing up there. Sometimes I do that, but if I do it, then I pop my top. And I don't want to pop my top. Don't want to pop my top. Okay, so now I'm just going to work around town. Here we're going to need one. These don't have the thing on it like that other one did. This must not be the exact same one that I had. Whoops. Oh well. It happens. It'll work. There we go. So we got that one in there. Okay. Let's just cut a few more of these off. It's like, this one's not exactly the same. The flowers are, but it's missing like this little doodad on it. So, oh well. Alright, so we're just adding those all the way around town. Look how cute that is. Isn't that cute? I like it. I like it a lot. So let's add those up. Oh, this one. Oh, there we go. So I'll just cut these off. Put up top. I'm going to use that one. We're going to use that. Okay. Let's just cut these off here. Like I said, this one is from, look at that tag, is from the Michaels. And I went in there tonight because I needed some for this project. And they had one bush left and it was missing a flower. And I went all the way back, not to the store, but I went back to look if they had anything else. And I went back and dug through that bucket and that missing flower was in there. So I stuck it back on there. Heck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I want no missing flowers. What? No. Alright, let's get this going here, guys. Where were we? We were right here. Again, we're just going right in between. our other green wreaths. Okay, add these in. We're going to add some through the top as well because we have plenty of these. I used that one whole bush, probably plus maybe 3 or 4 of a used bush. Probably, I guess. Yeah, that's what I did. That's a lot I did. Okay. I think this is going to be really cute. I'll have to keep this one. Whoops, I don't tell that. Not paying attention to you. Not paying attention. There we go. Good enough. Alright, let's hurry up and get these in here. Now everybody's getting tired. Oh, I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. Alright, so they're there. I'm going to stick one right underneath where that bow is. Right up in there. Okay, I want those to be... Okay, so we've... Oh! Jeez. Popping everything down over here. Oh, goodness. Alright. Let's put a few on the top. Go right in here. Add a few. And these are the ones I'm using. We only got 4 left, so we're going to make them work, guys. We are going to make them finish this project. Right? Alright, so I think we need one over in here. Okay. Got that up in there. We're going to add one more over in here. I think that'll look nicely. Okay. Anybody got any questions or anything? Oh yeah, see how they're breaking that up. Isn't that cute? Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. This one will stick over in here. So we got that one there. That one there. So we're going to kind of go at an angle, you know, we're going to kind of do a cross type thing here. So since we got one, we got him here, here, and here, we're going to put one over in here just to kind of finish that out, okay? We want to keep it kind of, there's a hole there that needs some of this, so we're going to stick it in there. Okay. Woo! Dang it. Get off there. Get off. Okay, I'll just put that right on my finger. Just put it right on my finger. Okay. So now we got plenty of daisies in here. We'll just rearrange some of these around town there. I think it looks awesome. I should have stuck that one down there a little bit. There we go. That one's probably going to go down deeper. I don't know. Looks good. Alright, so see how we added that in there all the way around? We got our little fun daisies and whatnot going in there. Now all we have to do is, I'm not sure we're going to need a whole lot more of this, guys. Other than, I am going to add some of these in here. Because I want to bring back some of that yellow. Okay, so we want to bring some back some of that yellowness. And these are from Walmart. I think they were like two 24 piece. Possibly. Yeah, today. So we're just going to add some of those in there. Just sporadically around town. Let's just cut these off. Quit wobbling. These are from the Walmart, so these are fun. And this will just bring that pop of yellow back in here. Okay. These will just bring pop of that yellow back in places where we might need that little pop. Okay, so we're just going to stick these in randomly. I think we'll go in here. Oh, I have to cut that off. Dang it, I keep dipping my daggone finger right in that little daggone nails. That's so funny. Did it right again. Did it right again. Right in there with the glue. Got it on my fingernail, but I didn't get it on the flower. That's how I roll. So it's not sticking. There we go. Did not get that glue to the evergreen. I was like, dang on evergreen. I can't see it back here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that one's in there. I think we'll just need a few more of these. And then we'll be done, guys. I'll probably add more later. I'm going to go sit down. I'm tired. I do want to add some of the hops, but I'm going to take a look-see and stand back and just see, you know, is this enough? Not enough? Am I done? And do I need the other stuff? Which, I don't know. I think I might. What? Like I said, I'll take a step back and just kind of, that's what's bugging me. I want that one. That one's bugging me. See how it bugs me? Yeah, can't sweat her out. Don't like where that's going. Oh, yank it. Yank it right back out there. I need to put another ruffle or something under here. My head's falling. I might have to tie that. Oh, I forgot. I need to tie that butt down. I need to tie that butt down. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'm going to call it quits on this. I really did want to add some of this this other greenery in here as well. I think I'm just going to wait because I'm tired and I still got to finish packing, all that good stuff. If you're going to the floral show tomorrow, can't wait to see y'all. I'll probably add some of those hops to here maybe as well. But for now, I think we're going to call it quits on this and just see where we stand once I get home. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold it up so you can see. Like I said, I might add a few more little touches and stuff. Definitely gotta fix my ribbon tails and stuff. Got all jacked up. That's alright. I can do that. You know, we'll fix those, spread those out. Anyway, I hope you guys like this. Which way am I going? Going that way. It's kind of something different. You can see how much color we added to this, how farmhousey it is and stuff. And all the colors are just gorgeous. And I just think it's fun. And I like it. I like it a lot. So I hope you guys did too. Like I said, on a mesh wreath, you could add as a lot of stuff as you want. Like I said, I might still go back in and add more later. I don't know. I'm just done for the night. I'm going to stop and think about this one because I got packing to do, y'all, so I can get out of here and get to the Sims. I'll put that one there. We'll see, guys. I'll take a look, see at this later. Here I still go, right? All right, stop, Jason. All right, guys, I will let you go. I hope you appreciated or enjoyed this project. I thought it was fun. I really did. I like the bow that I made. I like the little ribbon tails and stuff in here. I think that's fun. That's super fun. Whoops, that's the other thing I'm going to do over there. But again, as always, guys, I will see you either at the Sims if you're going. If not, I will see you next week after I get home and whatnot. So everybody have a blessed, safe rest of the week. And as always, laugh and live with a half full cup. Once all black clouds find the sun. And above all, be kind to everyone. You never know who might need just a smile. Just a simple smile, y'all. So spread that kindness like butter. And, you know, just smile at somebody. If that's all you can do, just smile. Okay? And I will see you guys next week. All right, guys. Thanks. Bye.